You are listening to WCOM LP, Chapel Hill and Harborough, 103.5 FM. I am Richard Brown, and this is the Richard Brown Show. I got a guest here with me in the show, and quite frankly, it's been a few weeks since we actually been in the station. I like the new digs. I like the new digs a lot. And I want to thank everyone for all the hard work they've done in order to get this thing together. It just takes a whole lot of work to put these things together, and I am very appreciative of all that work that they've done. I want to take a second and explain to you what the Richard Brown Show is all about. For those people who are tuned in, not just on radio, but via TV, the Richard Brown Show is a show that deals with African American issues that help to build and make the community a better place. So today what we're going to do that through laughter, all right? I think.
We're gonna mix it up a little bit. We'll go both ways. We'll see what happens. You never can tell, really. You never can tell.
All right. So let's be clear. This man may look like an ordinary mortal. Mm-hmm. However, this man is Superman. See, underneath, the S is sitting there. So when you need someone to come and be that Superman, Corey Manning is that man. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me on here, Rich.
Yeah.
I do like the place, man. This is nice. I've been in a few studios in my day, and you know what I'm saying? It's nothing like having a studio that actually has a microphone and a soundboard. And also you got carpet, which is new. I like it.
It's new.
It's new.
Carpet is new.
It's
fresh.
It's really sexy in here, ladies and gentlemen.
So talk a little bit about now. I understand that we were just talking before we got on the air. You actually do a lot of traveling, but you are from Durham.
I'm from Durham, born and raised Durham, North Carolina. Was here my whole life. I grew up at Daymar Court, which is a housing project that's right down the street from Duke University. It actually used to be, back before it became a housing project, it was luxury apartments for Duke students. Mm-hmm. But the transition, it turned into low-income housing. So I was born and raised there. I grew up there. I didn't even know I was actually poor until I got to middle school. I mean, I just thought it was just the way we lived. We had everything in there. We had that was the only housing project. We had our own park. We had a swimming pool, 2-bedroom, up and downstairs, central air. Oh, we were balling. We were
balling hard.
We were balling. Didn't even know it.
And so you got to middle school, and somebody said, "Ooh, you
poor, yeah. Why your cheese sandwich so thick?" Right, because that's back in the day when you used to have that surplus cheese. The thick. When you had to have a machete to cut it. There was some thick cheese, but the best cheese in the world, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So now what you do is you are actually moving around the country, actually doing this comedy piece. Now, one of your main things that I've seen is a report to the principal's office.
Right.
Why? What's going on with that? I mean, clearly, what is this? When I thought about this on the drive up, I need to give a shout out to Mr. Green, my principal, the first man. Well, actually not the first man, but the second man to kick my booty. This was back before, nowadays you can't spank, but I mean, dude had that big, wide paddle.
Yeah, good old corporal punishment, and I have experienced that on numerous occasions. But I'm doing this comedy show at the Carolina Theater actually tonight, Monday night, June the 7th, and I'm doing this show at the Carolina Theater. It's titled "Corey Manning, Please Report to the Principal's Office." And it's directly due to the fact that every school that I went to in Durham, I have had to report to the principal's office on some occasion. And like the last school, Durham High School, the school I graduated from. Mm-hmm. And I can remember one occasion, it was the end of the school day. This is a true story, it was the end of the school day. Me and some friends of mine had left school without permission.
Okay.
And, yes. Okay. You might want to call it. We were taking a recreational sabbatical.
You might want to call it.
That's what I was.
But for everybody else, it's cutting class.
Yeah. Okay. So we thought we got away with it. It was the end of the day. When we came back to the school, we left and came back to the school. And everybody was like, "They've been calling your name on the office all day long. Where y'all been?" So we didn't hear anything. They made announcements at the end of the day, and right after they made all announcements, they were like, Corey Manning, Corey Johnson, Jamie Lawrence, Charles Brees, please report to the attendance office. Boom. It was done. You got called to the office at the end of the day.
Right.
So even if I had to catch the bus, I couldn't catch the bus because I had to go to the principal's office.
Now, see, that's not a good look.
And that's not a good look.
That's not a good look. Now, the whole object, talk about what is the object of cutting class is to actually not be in school. During school hours.
Right. So back then, we thought it was cool. We trying to have fun. Especially like the thing about being in Durham, at that time is that and just like it is today, you had access to so many things. Like Durham High was where everybody probably should know this is where Durham School of the Arts is now.
Right.
And right across, like literally 5-minute walk from Durham High is the Duke campus. So you could walk to East Campus from my high school and just chill out. So it was just so much things to get into then. So that's what my friends used to do. And that's one of the things like why I do the work that I do. You alluded to the superhero piece, but that's why I enjoy going out to schools and stuff like that, talking to young people about the challenges and some of the opportunities they're gonna have and miss if they engage in activities like I did when I was coming up. And that's really the thing that really drives me. I mean, I love doing comedy. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. But a great part of that is being able to be a superhero during the day, which is going and talking to young people and sharing them my story, the things that I went to when I was young.
So you are of the opinion you know how in the black community, I mean, I guess you hear sometimes in the white community, but you definitely hear it in the black community, this thing of, boy, don't do what I do what I say. And so are you saying, don't do what I did, cut crash, just do what I say right now?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm saying like these are the things. This is what I had to do. This is the things that I did, and this is where it got me, the trouble that got me into it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to tell you not to do it, because that's one of the mistakes people made when talking to me when I was younger.
Don't do it.
Don't do what I
said. And when they said to you, don't do it,
right.
You said, let's go right there.
Because I'm saying you did it. You telling me not to do it, but you might have did it wrong. I can do it right. I can do it right. I can do it and get away with it and still have success. So what I do is when I come at young people, and is come at them with the truth, be like, look, this is what happened to me. These are the things that I did. These are the consequences of my actions. They could be the consequences of yours. You can go ahead and do it. I tell them all the time. Like I do, one of the things that I do, one of the workshops I do is on substance abuse prevention. Because I'm sitting on 15 years clean from using drugs, and a lot of that activity started when I was started in middle school, which is a trend for young people. Young people start experimenting with drugs around middle school.
Right.
So
it's usually either the friends who's going out and getting the first. You know what I'm saying? It's like an 8th grader giving it to a 7th grader, or is it an 8th grader?
It's a combination of it.
Right. Or is it a 7th grader giving it to an 8th grader? I mean, how's that work?
It's curiosity, man. It's curiosity, and it's the fact that, the messages that they're getting is that it's not a bad thing. Like the one of the number one abused drugs in America is alcohol.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people don't consider alcohol to be a drug. You know what I mean? Because they think that it's sold in stores, you see it in TV, movies, and all this other stuff, and people are glamorizing it. But when young people, when they're seeing this, they glamorize it too, and that's the easy way for them to start getting into it. Because I actually tried alcohol for the first time when I was 6 years old. And what happened was, I was at a family gathering, and all my family gatherings, there's a few things that are always there. You always have food, you have good music, family and friends, and then you have like 2 coolers. One cooler would have like your water, your soda, and Capri Suns, which I love. I love myself some Capri Sun. That's my drink. And then you have a cooler with the alcohol in it. And one day, me and my cousin thought it would be cool to grab a beer and go try it, taste it. It was disgusting. But that was to me. I was like, that was my first taste of alcohol, and from that point on, I thought that adults were drinking alcohol to feel better. Because I alluded that to when my mom used to give me medicine. Medicine tastes terrible, but it made me feel better. Right. So I was like, okay, they're drinking this. It's not Capri Sun because it's disgusting, so it must make them feel better. So from that point on, it was always in the back of my mind, if when I need to feel better, I could drink alcohol. But from 6 to 13, I didn't need it. I was always feeling good. But 13, my friends were starting to get into it. I wanted to fit